Here we go, here we go, here we go. Back again. Kenny Catfish is coming back at you with another one. This is the Spread Playbook, Volume 2, Part 3. We're back on the field again, trying to stay away from practice mode. Gonna focus on some formation shifting and spread sets. 4-minute offense. Let's get it. Alright, so this was the first drive I've ever done with this scheme right here about a month ago. And it was based on this halfback base play. This guy was overly aggressive and he kept trying to play cat and mouse and run around my lineman and try to hit me, and I was just steady gaining yards. He tried everything. He tried the baseline, he tried to cram the box, he tried to do everything he could to stop me, and that gave me the idea to start putting these little bubble screens and stuff in the formation. He can't just come straight through the hole and try to attack, and in fact you're attacking once you use halfback base, but you got to make sure it's a numbers game. You have to make sure linemen are lined up and the user is going to get trapped by that pulling guard. Play action. He went for the fake again. We took the 10 and out route. Got to refer to part 1 of this so you'll know to take the 10 and out route. You'll know when can you do it. Like right here, both out receivers are on 10 and outs. You just have to read the underneath defender. That was nice. Most likely with this scheme here, you're going to be using possession catches. So I thought this was all man across the board. It looked just like man across the board. Sometimes you're just not going to read the right play. So we got triangle on the hitch route just in case. Now, ideally we wanted to go to O for that one play touchdown. If you haven't seen my one play touchdown video, you got to go look at it. It was like 3 videos ago. When you see all man coverage across the board, you can do it. And it's unbumpable. Coming out with the same play, he did very good. That's why you don't really do the same play. He did pretty good, and I didn't even look off the receiver, so that was a bad read on me. Now in this case right here, one-on-one was very obvious. I know he did like a different play this time because it's 3rd and 13, so he had to switch it up. So the last 2 plays were zone. That was man-to-man. And this is what you want right here. Now, if you go back to part 1 to this, you will see all of the audibles. And it's a reason why I have this bubble in the spread flex HB week. Boom. So we have a screenplay in the HB week and the regular spread flex. So it's just like having, like in your house, it's just like having weapons all around your house. You got a gun in the kitchen, you got a gun in the bathroom, you got one on your bed just in case somebody break in your house. You have to be ready. You have to have these weapons in all sets of the formations. So here we go. We're playing a numbers game. It was a good read. Halfback base. So yeah, like I stated before, you always want to check the D line first and see where they slide. See if they open, see if they close, see if they shift to the left, they'll shift over to the right. Then you start looking at the linebackers, and then you look in the back end back there. So right here, this looked like an obvious man-to-man, one-on-one across the board. Worst case scenario, the linebacker can come over. He didn't. We got the block, didn't get the catch. So that was unfortunate, and sometimes the unfortunate is going to happen to you. So you got to expect the unexpected. Right here, we got that little triangle cover 3 look. Take your one-on-one. I got a tip for you. Anytime you see that triangle look where you know it's cover 3, just know where the cornerbacks are standing. They have to drop back 20 yards. So in this case, they have to drop back from the 40 to the 50 to the other 40. And they're going all the way back, which will give you room to do your 10 and out. So right here, this looks like our one-on-one across the board. Like I say, refer to my 1 touchdown play. You'll get a lot of valuable information out of that. This route is very unbumpable. All you got to do is just drop back and have enough time, and booyah. I like to throw in a little pump fake as well. So that was a mismatch. You got to find mismatches out of this spread formation. What's significant about it is that the defense has to account for the outside receivers. They have to account for the slot receivers and the running back, and in most cases the quarterback too. And the defense get a choice. So the spread offense gives you the advantage because you just take what the defense gives you. Like I see the right side wide open. Why not? Right side wide open. Sometimes your pre-snap read will look very different from your post-snap read. So make sure you know that there's a difference. So he want to shift to the right. Boom, the trap was right on time because it allowed, it's like they did self-destruction right then. You have that pulling guard coming in like an explosion. He's like you're going to war and he's the first line of defense. So here we go, next game we line up in the tight formation. I'm moving my man in motion, just trying to see if he's gonna follow me or not. And based on what happened, I went underneath. It was we're just reading and trying to see if he in man or zone. We also have a base in the tight formation. I think in the audible, when I mentioned it in the first video, we take out like some kind of RPO run play and we just put the base in there. Boom. That's the money. That's one of the money plays from the tight, and it's only 9 plays, so that was a good route right there. That was a good read. No one was over the top out there, and we just floated it. You have to pay close attention to the details. You have to pay attention to where his players are. Now we looking at this, and it looks like cover 2. It looked like cover 2 or cover 4. Look at him as a user. Pump fake, double move. We get the catch. Beautiful. Step up, pump fake. He followed, double move. We get the catch. So you always want to find out where that user is. Having identifier helps out a lot. So we coming back. I think he want to still stay in the middle. Most of the users will stay in the middle. That's another advantage you get with the spread formation too, because I think right then I should have threw a screen, but we split the safeties because they in cover 2. As always, I would say 80% of the time users are getting cover 2 in the red zone, and you're able to split them with the famous money play fork wheel. So moving forward, we're just trying to read the D line and read where his linebackers at, see if he base aligning, see if he's stacking the box. Jet sweep is on the way. And I noticed that he probably was protecting the sticks, which means the defense is going to back up. They're going to start drifting back on the point of attack. And we took advantage of the space. Like I say, that's the significance of being in the spread, because it's symmetrical and it'll force the user to be in the middle. You just have to make sure you use like flood concepts and different little strategies to keep him occupied. He put a spy. That spy got him away. He also got in the way, and I think I missed square on that back side pass back there, but sometimes it be like that. No one's perfect, and I think he did a good job of just staying in the middle. So here we go. We know the cornerback got to jump back 20 yards. We took our 10 and out. And by him jumping back 20 yards, that post route kept him occupied. So if you see cover 3 out there and you got a corner route, just know that you can smart route the 10 and out. And just hopefully he don't protect the sticks. If he protects sticks, you should have a drag route coming somewhere. So here we go with another jet. We tried to take advantage. He actually did good by exploding. He actually did good by going straight up the field and not getting caught up in the trash. So I got to give him credit as a user right there. We know he's in the middle. I should have thrown this ball right here, because if you're going to throw the fork wheel versus cover 3, you need to throw that ball quickly to square. It's not like he's doing cover 2 and you're not splitting the safeties. So that was cover 4. It was obvious. They was based on how they was backed up. We knew it wasn't man-to-man. And like I say, they have to drop back 20 yards. So always be on the lookout for that adjustment. Here we go once again. You have a mismatch. You got Walker and the circle receiver over there, 2-on-1. Beautiful. Just take advantage of what the defense gives you. Sometimes, see, you got to have all that stuff in your arsenal. It's like going to war. You want to be lethal. You want to be prepared. Like right here, like sometimes they can cram the box thinking you're doing spread just to run, and you have all this outside leverage in the playbook. Like I said, you always want to have your playbook on the field. Look at that. Look how lethal and aggressive the halfback base can be. You can get so creative with this, man. He's trying to be slick. And one thing on defense, you can't be slick and try to cover everything. You're not going to be able to cover everything against the spread. You're going to have good moments on defense, but you're not going to be able to account for everything at one time. Because these linebackers, we don't know if they're coming in or they're spreading out. So we just have to make our read based on what happened when the play started. So we're in a tight formation. Look, he drift back. It was a good read. It was a safe throw it on top of that. We also have a halfback base in the tight slots, which is always good. So here we go. Drum roll. Quarterback power is the main money play out of the stack wide formation. Not even gonna lie to you. This is what you want to be doing ideally. He took a poor angle, tried to over pursue. We get the blocks because we also have a pulling guard on that play too. Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up. This is Kenny Catfish coming back at you with some more of the spread offense. You guys have been great. Holla.